Hey there, welcome back. Friends, today we will try to understand how we can integrate a bean with a web form. So let's get started. Now friends, definitely we will be making use of the same example where we have first name and last name, and we have also created these two files, get session property and set session property. Now friends, if we check this example, using this set session property, we are setting the session property but using these JSP tags set property. Now this particular method is not giving us the flexibility to set any values or take user input. So we will get rid of these statements where we are setting the property, and in fact we will introduce a very simple form in here. Now friends, the action would be get session property.jsp file where we will be displaying the information which we receive from the form, and definitely the reason why we have given the file name as get session property.jsp and set session property.jsp is because the current scope is session. Alright, now moving forward, let us give the label for first name, and we would be adding a input tag. Type would be text, name would be first name, and value would be interesting. Let me show you how we will fetch the value. We will try to fetch the default value using the bean. So in order to do this, we will take help of this get property attribute, and definitely the name of the property would be first name and name would be user. Alright, now let me quickly copy this line of code, and in here there is a typo. Let me fix that real quick first of all. Alright, now let me copy this line of code and I will paste this once again, and in here let me make some small little changes. So it would be like last name, and in here we will update the property name as well, and again the name of the bean would be user. Now the most important thing in this page is what? The name of these elements. The name of the elements are first name and last name, and this needs to be exactly same as the name of the property in your bean. So take note of it. This is very crucial, and if there is any inconsistency, in that case you won't be able to integrate the bean with your form. So take a note of it. It's very crucial. Keep the name of your form element exactly same as the name of the property in the bean. Alright, now moving forward, let us navigate to the form once again, and finally we would be adding the submit button. So in here we will take help of input tag once again. Type would be submit and value would be submit once again. Alright, so this looks good to me, and now let us do one thing. Let us execute this on the web server. This will take some time, and now there is a crash, and the reason of the crash is very simple. There is a typo, there is a mistake. Alright, so let me fix this. In here this needs to be first name. Let me fix this real quick. Here we go, and let us also add some br tags real quick in order to get a better view. Alright, so now let me refresh this page. Here we go, perfect. Now in place of first name, let us add in my name and last name as Sheikh. Let me click on submit, and in our get session property.jsp file, even though form got submitted successfully, the output is what? The output is first name John, last name Doe, which is not a good thing. Now what is the reason why we are not able to fetch the information? Let me show you. Let me again open this get session property.jsp file. In here everything is perfect apart from one missing element. In here we need to set the property first of all. Now this property setting would be done based on the information which we receive from the form submission. Now in here we will type in JSP set property. Now in place of property we will make use of a star character, and in place of name definitely we will make use of the name of this use bean ID, which is user. Now friends, understand this. If there is a one-to-one correspondence between your form submitted data and your bean, then information would be automatically stored in your bean. So in this case, where we are setting the property by taking help of this star, this means that whatever information we are getting, that has a one-to-one correspondence. This is the reason why the element name is very important. The name should directly match with the name of the property, and this matching would be done internally so that the value of your bean is set accordingly. Now finally, if I refresh this page, then the updated values would be in front of us. Now it doesn't matter whether the form is submitted via get or post method. As soon as you are submitting the form accordingly and you are handling the form accordingly, your information would be fetched, and here is the output. Alright, now friends, ideally whenever we submit the form submission is done where the form submission would be done to a specific servlet. Now the servlet will process the information accordingly and forward the request to some other JSP file. So that is the general scenario which is done. Alright, so before we end this video, let me give you an example of method as well. In here, even if I make use of post, in that case again our application should work properly. Let me run this program once again, and here is the output. Alright, so now if I add in my name and click on submit, you would be able to see that the information got submitted properly, and even using the method of post, our application is working properly. Alright, there might be a question in your mind that why we are making use of a bean. So let me also answer this real quick before ending this video. Now friends, what is a bean? Bean is nothing but a encapsulated data set of independent objects. Now making use of bean create an ease for the developer to send or receive information easily. Now in the case of big application where the information needs to be passed to multiple files, in those kind of scenario beans can be useful. Alright, so this is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and take care.